What's good, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm just coming out the shower, and give me about 5 minutes. I am going to put my clothes on and everything like that. So stay tuned. What's good, everybody? How's everyone doing? Double album.
Truly, the noiseless typewriter.
Have not reviewed that in a while. Oh wait, what am I saying? So we did Speaker Box like 2 weeks ago. What am I saying? You say you got Escapes Humming coming at you and the Foodies to Score. Oh wow. Both classic albums, if you ask me. It was fun as hell talking about Escape discography and shit like that. I'm like, I need to stop playing and see if I can get a copy of Traces of My Lipstick. Let me stop playing and shit like that because oh yeah, the She Loves Me Not song. Probably believe it or not, that's maybe my least favorite Cool G rap song. And that's saying something. I'm debating if I really want to put my camera on, to be real with y'all. Let me stop. Let me put my camera on. So last week of 2021, how's everyone feeling? We made it. We made it to 2022, y'all. We made it. And we thought 2020 would never end. What makes a hip hop artist legendary? To me, what makes a hip hop artist legendary is the fact that they transcended the culture of hip hop. If they get highly respected for their skill as a rapper, maybe as like a rapper, producer, you know, what they bring to the culture, in my opinion. Like just because one drops countless albums, like year after year after year, that don't make them a legend. It's what they really bring to the table and shit. What do you think about? I'm not a big fan of Timbaland solo albums like that. Like I don't really care for the shock value albums. Yeah, Sam, I saw your message when I was driving. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it was a YouTube video I was gonna watch while I do this review, and they played the intro to that. Speaking of Nas, like I said, next week stay tuned for my thoughts on what's the shit called? On his new album Magic. Just to let y'all know. And yes, I am gonna finish the discography the January of 2022. So yeah. Because like I said, all I got is to do. I really got to talk about. Damn, I didn't even talk about Life is Good either. Shit, I'm sure. 256 gigabytes. Oh shit. See ya. Yeah, I love Life is Good too. I'm trying to drop what's the beat. I'm actually maybe trying to drop 2 wider beefs on New Year's Eve. That's my goal. If not, then I'll just do one because I finished recording. The next one is going to be Capone Noriega's LALL, the Dog Pounds, New York, New York. I finished recording that last night, and I'm going to probably do some cleaning up on the audio tonight. So once I do that, I'll be able to get the videos and pictures tomorrow. Hopefully by Wednesday night it will be done, because I don't have to do a review tomorrow. So that will give me ample time to finish that up. Calvin, what's up? Yeah, I definitely loved Jay-Z's In My Lifetime Volume 1, which I personally consider that album to be very underrated. Yeah. By the way, look what I got for Christmas. My sister hooked me up with this shit right here. Starting my own music business, how to earn royalties on your music, sample music, protect your name, and structure your business. Yes, yes. Shout out to my sister for this. Better TV character, Jazz or Waldo? Oh, ooh, definitely Jazz. But I loved Waldo though. To me, I felt like the dude that played Waldo, Sean Harrison, I think that's his name. Very underrated in my opinion. 2020 was a great year in my opinion, so I'm hoping 2022 will be as good. So far, I don't think it's looking good though. Moonflower, well, I hope you have a good 2022, bro. Trust me, I really do hope that. Q said, "Do you like Animal Ambition?" If you're talking about the 50 Cent album, I've heard that a while. I have to re-listen to that album to be real with you. So, yeah, Calvin, welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the chat. Yes, yes. I could. Is this the first Alicia Keys album? I think this is the first. No, I think I talked about Diary of Alicia Keys a while back. I gotta double check. See, I've been doing this shit for years. I be forgetting what albums I talked about, what albums I did not talk about. When are you gonna do the next month? I'm not gonna say what day. Just know it's gonna be next month. Just know it's probably gonna be before my break. Yeah, before my break, I'm gonna do some house cleaning and shit because, yeah. Yeah, man. Calvin, if you like Joey Badass, we talked about his recent album, All American Badass, on the channel. So if you want to see it, let me know. I can post it on the chat for you and shit. I'll be like that when I upload it. So much I'll be feeling. Yeah, man. For real, because it's like, I started doing live streaming like 2018, and I was already doing this shit for like 5 years prior and stuff like that too. So it's like, well, sometimes people tell me, oh, they want me to talk about this such and such album. I'm just like, sometimes I be forgetting I be talking about the album years ago and shit. So, man, I'm sick and tired of these new variants. Pretty much, they can say what they want to say. I'm just tired of it all. By the way, thank y'all so much for supporting us when we did the DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince breakdown. Yeah, Cruz, I got the Diary album and I got As I Am. So I need songs in the A minor though. Ronnie said, which DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince song is underrated? To be honest, Twinkle Twinkle, I'm Not a Star. I'm just gonna be real. That song I feel like is underrated, in my opinion. Yeah, because it was fun talking about DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, man. So, what is your favorite Alicia Keys album? My favorite one is The Diary of Alicia Keys. That's my all-time favorite Alicia Keys album because I felt like everything just clicked right with those albums. Favorite punk band of all time? Shoes. I'm gonna have to go with the Stooges. Twinkle, twinkle, I'm not a star. You said you heard Alicia Keys got a grill? Oh shit. Yeah, Black Flag. Definitely Black Flag. That's another good choice right there. How do you come up with a good rap name? Um, to come up with a good rap name, you just personally, it's just like what you always describe yourself as. To be real with you, or just something unique. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like something unique, like Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Andre 3000, and shit like that. You just gotta like group words with one another to best describe you, and then there you go. Bad Brains. Is Eminem in your top 10? Eminem is in my top 20. He's not in my top 10. I'm just gonna be keep it a buck. Okay, just to let y'all know, February the first Sunday, we're going to talk about the collection and the surprise video. I am not a fan of Kid Rock, to be real with you. Twinkle, twinkle, I'm not a star. How was everyone's holidays? In case y'all didn't answer me yesterday. Yeah, Kid Rock to me, I never saw the appeal with him. Never saw the appeal with Kid Rock. Yeah, Moonfly, I don't blame you. Sometimes, I get that feeling sometimes too, Sometimes it can be hard finding people to talk to, you know what I'm saying? You said it's hard to Smith and Wesson albums. Are you saying it's hard to find Smith and Wesson and MLP? Yeah, I know MOP's albums, they can be a bit hard to come by, but certain Smith and Wesson albums, they kind of went down in price, I've noticed. So y'all give me 1 second. I gotta fix something up. Hey,
What's
Try.
good? What up?
What's up? What's up?
Chilling was good.
Um, I'm good. I'm just have stuff to deal with. Let's just say that. Check. Look what my sister got me.
Start your music business. What's that about?
Just about earning how to own royalties, own your music, copyrights and shit.
Right. Okay.
Q said, "Nice shirt."
Thanks.
I'm not even gonna. I just got done listening to this whole album like an hour ago. So, what about you?
I've been here. I've heard it when it came out.
Yeah, I had to take my notes and shit. A lot of these songs I don't have too much to say about. I'm just gonna be keeping it a buck. I'm just gonna keep
For
my.
for a double album.
I mean, because she did the whole remixes.
Yeah, but
Like,
she had some new songs on the second disc.
yeah, I know. Which we'll talk about those. We'll talk about those. I want to say this is the first Alicia album we've done together.
That's bad. We starting with
Shit.
the double album of all things.
I'm trying to double check about that. I think I've done the Diary album a while back ago. I
Did
gotta
that?
double check.
Eric was good. What
Yeah,
about the first album?
I don't have the first album.
No?
I was gonna review that once I got the first album. To be real.
Right. I have her first two albums.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah, the first two I got.
Okay, and I got As I Am, and I got Diary up from that album too. So
I Am was a good. That was a good one too.
I love that album. Love that one.
I like the was it the Freedom album?
That was cool. That was
You didn't
okay.
like that one?
I liked it, but I'm not gonna lie. It didn't really hit me as much as the first three. And yeah, this is the first Alicia Keys album we're talking about. Wow.
Wow, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah. What you
Yes.
talking about, Nelly and all that? Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Right. I'm gonna say that one more time before the end of the year.
Well, you might have to say it again on Thursday. Well,
Thursday. What's
maybe
Thursday?
Thursday.
What we doing Thursday?
We're talking about that gangster rap album, NWA esque. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll text it to you.
Okay. Did you text me the schedule this week? I don't remember.
I did.
You did?
Yep. I'll text you again because I'm gonna send you everything I'm gonna do up to my break at this point because I might as well just do that.
And the TV theme battle is Sunday,
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Oh, tomorrow.
Like no, I'm gonna text you. Let me text you because yeah, that's gonna be on Wednesday and stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow's Wednesday. No.
No, today is Monday.
Hold up, I'm missing a day, yo. Okay. So today's Monday. It felt like Tuesday. So we have nothing tomorrow.
Nothing's tomorrow.
Okay, so Wednesday is the battle. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my list is done. I sent you my list a long time ago. So
Yeah, I know. I sent you my list too.
yes,
But I'm gonna I'll resend it everything to you and shit.
okay.
Okay. Let me get my tags together.
Underrated soundtrack. What soundtrack? What do I think of? I did an album review on Immobility. I think last year. It's on my channel. Novi's second album I didn't care for. Trash. Most Def album was good.
What y'all talking about? Oh,
Melvin
that New
Flint.
Danger is underrated. I'm not gonna
Yeah, that
lie.
was a good one. The Training Day soundtrack.
Okay. I'm ready to start whenever.
Let's go.
Alright, what's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely Monday night? We're back at you again. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And today, like I told y'all, we're going to talk about our latest double album, Alicia Keys, with the recent album Keys. This is actually her eighth studio album. It came out literally about 2 weeks ago, December 10th. It only came out with two singles, which is La La Unlocked and The Best of Me. Alicia Keys produced this whole album. Um,
No,
oh, by the way, shout out to Alicia Keys because she's actually an independent artist now and stuff like that too. So
right.
yeah. Um, Guest appearances include Pusha T, Brandy, Khalil, Sway Lee of Ray Shrimmered, Lil Wayne, Khalid, and Lucky Day. All right, so how did you get into Alicia Keys?
Um, it was actually on the Men in Black soundtrack because she was signed to So So Def. She was on that soundtrack, but I didn't know who she was. And then somewhere along the way, she left So So Def and signed with J Records. And when she dropped Fallen, that was a big hit for that year. What was that, like 2001 or something?
Yeah.
And I remember getting that first album, Songs in A minor, and she's been great. Like I think she's like the best artist of the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like especially for R&B. I feel like she like for females at least in R&B, like she's like one of the best. And we had a lot of great female artists that were coming out at that time. Beyonce was like making her mark, solo wise, and Joe Scott was doing her thing, Erica Badu, and even Blue Cantrell, if people remember her, she had came out and
Oh
um
God.
it was a great time. Like every I've been a fan of hers from day one. Like every album she's had has been great. I don't think she has one bad album. I think every album she's had has been great. And she's been a great artist. She's did things on her own. Like she produces on her own, plays her own instruments. She sings wonderfully. She does everything but dance. You know what I'm saying? But she's been a great artist. She's collaborated with many different artists. And she's been a main staple in R&B for the past 20 years. And you know I have yet to see her in concert. I definitely would like to see her one day. And she's from New York City, of course. And a lot of her songs has just been about her upbringing, or being in love, and falling out of love. And she's done it. It seemed like effortlessly. And she's just a solid artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like her music has changed really. I feel like she's still um she's still the same Alicia Keys. Like I felt like when she had married Swizz, we would have seen like more Swizz collabs. Like how Janet got with Jermaine, and I think he ruined her music with some of those albums. And I don't feel like she didn't do that. Like she didn't run to get Swizz beats on a lot of her shit. And I
Thank God.
props to her for doing that. You don't need to have your superstar husband on everything that you do. So unlike Jay-Z, who's done that a lot with Beyonce, and they even made an album together. But I don't want to see an Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz album. But she's done her the same type of music without having her husband on everything with it on it. And you know she's a future legend, in my opinion. Definitely a great piano player. I like I've seen a lot of her performances at different like concerts and award shows and stuff, and very classy woman.
Yes, sir. Um, yeah, I got into Alicia Keys pretty much the song "Fallen" when it came out and back in '01 and stuff like that. Because that song was literally everywhere. When she came out, she was kind of people wanted to put her in that neo soul, which realistically, songs in A minor has a lot of neo soul elements and shit too. So let's not play with there. But what really made me a fan was the Unbreakable track back
Mm,
when she did the Unplugged album, which I need to get that Unplugged album too and shit. I think they recently released that too. So yeah, man, I definitely love that. And like you mentioned, she's very. It's like she's in the lane on her own and stuff like that.
yeah,
Because I mostly love the first three albums plus the Unplugged album. Elements of Freedom was cool. They had that song Unbreakable, I'm Ready,
right.
and whatnot. Yeah, man. Definitely one of the best artists, of her generation and shit like that. And yeah, man. Let's talk about just well, like let's talk about like her background before we get into anything. Like you mentioned, she was born in New York City and whatnot. She's mixed with African American, Italian, Irish, and Scottish and stuff like that. And so when she was growing up, she used to have like a lot of self-esteem issues and whatnot. And pretty much, she grew up, listening to music, and that was like always her gateway out of a lot of the shit she was going through. And they said that she was like very mature at a young age when it came to her and stuff, because of what she was growing up to, especially around New York City. Because she was actually raised in Hell's Kitchen
Right.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all know about Hell's Kitchen, it's not a pretty place to live at. You know what I'm saying? So she always loved jazz music, and she loved artists, such as like Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday, and so on and so on. And she also had a love for classical music, which that brought her love for the piano. But she loved people like Beethoven and Mozart,
Right.
and so as she was growing up, she took part in like theater and dance and music. And then fast forward to 1994, she actually met her manager at the time, Jeff Robinson, and pretty much Jeff Robinson actually got Alicia Keys' vocalist in Harlem, and she pretty much got her ready in the music industry and whatnot too. And that's when they started working on some demos with one another. And then originally, what had happened was there was like a bidding war between I want to say it was between like Columbia and Arista Records and whatnot too. And I think when she went to Columbia, they got a team of songwriters and producers and whatnot because that kind of caused like some trouble because Alicia kind of wanted to write her own material, but Columbia wanted her, like people to write her own material for her and shit like that too. So
Mm,
that pretty much was not really working like that. And then, like you mentioned, she appeared with a lot of Social Death when it came to like the Christmas compilation and the Man in Black soundtrack, and and it was pretty much she was vocal about not liking like she was vocal about wanting to leave Columbia at that time too because she felt like they were not really giving her full creative freedom and whatnot too. So she ended up signing to Arrested Records in late '98, and pretty much Clive Davis gave Alicia the creative freedom that she really wanted and stuff like that. And she appeared on soundtracks for the Shaft soundtrack and for Doctor Dolittle. But then, if you guys should know, in the early 2000s, um, Arista Records, they pretty much got rid of Clive Davis. And so Clive Davis formed J Records, and he really wanted Alicia Keys to be on that. And she
mm,
was really one of the artists that really bought J Records, put it on the map. I'm just gonna be keeping it a buck with y'all
yep.
and shit. So that's when they dropped the first album, songs in A minor. One of my favorite albums she put out with, that was known for songs like Fallen.
Mm.
Um, what was the other track? Give me 1 second.
As far as a
Woman's
girlfriend,
Worth,
yeah.
Girlfriend, the
Mm,
cover of the Prince song, How Come You Don't Call Me No More, and stuff.
right.
Very, very dope. You know what I'm saying? She was like the best selling R&B artist of that year. It got her 6 Grammy nominations, and she won 5 of the awards pretty much. So that she got tied with Lauryn Hill for the most Grammy wins for a female solo artist in a year and whatnot. So fast forward to 2003, she dropped a sophomore album, Diary of Alicia Keys, which, in my opinion, her best album. In my opinion, like
Really?
this one, yes, yeah, this is one that everything clicks. Like You Don't Know My Name, Diary, So Simple, If I Ain't Got You, Karma. I mean, top hands motherfucking down. Like no fucking fill on this one. I could have sworn I've done a review on this one, but um, hey, that's gonna come very soon. I think February I might just do all R&B reviews and shit.
All
February,
R&B.
I'm thinking about doing that.
Black History Month, all R&B. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Because Black History Month, I rarely do rock reviews anyway.
Right.
So enjoy all the hip hop reviews up to this point, y'all. Because yeah,
Are you
but
gonna give us one more trashy Nelly review before then?
well, let me think. Let me think.
Oh Lord.
How about this? How about I'll just
Don't
dedicate
answer
the
that.
hip hop.
Don't answer
I'm
it.
gonna dedicate. I'm not. I'm gonna add a few hip hop reviews February, but
Oh God.
few.
Hopefully they're good ones and that shit.
Oh yeah, the shit's gonna be for next week. The shit's gonna
Oh
be.
yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to add one album. Speaking of that, but yeah. So yeah, that's one of my favorite Alicia Keys albums. And around this time too, she actually pretty much released a novel called Tears of Water, where she dedicated poems and stuff like that too. And then 2005, she dropped the Unplugged album, which very dope Unplugged album. But to me, I love the song Unbreakable. That to me was the best, one of my favorite, actually my favorite Alicia Keys song, in my opinion. Yeah. So around this time too, back at fast forward to 2006, she pretty much was going through like, cause her grandmother had died, and she kind of went through like a mental breakdown where she relocated to Egypt, and then she came back 2007 with the As I Am album. After appearing in a few movies, which As I Am was good. I stopped caring for the No. I cannot stand that No One song. I'm
You don't like that
sorry.
song? What? That
I
was a
liked
huge hit
it.
for her.
It was overplayed like fuck.
Well, what song was
Oh,
Fallen though? So
I
Fallen was
got so
overplayed. You
tired.
don't know my name. That
Well,
was overplayed.
okay, well, those were good. Okay, those were good songs. But when No One came out, it was like number one on 106 for a while. It was that like no one, no one,
Oh my god.
no one. Everyone was doing their own version of that track.
Yo.
Oh God! But at the same time, you had songs like
Yo.
You'll Never See Me Again, which to me a
That was
much
good.
better track. Yeah,
That
much
was
better
good.
track. Teenage Love Affair,
Oh,
another
that was
good
good.
track. Lesson Learned by John Mayer. Like the album was good. I just didn't care for No One. I
So
just did not
besides
care.
that one song, you like the album?
I love the album. Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually because my sister got that. That's actually technically my first Alicia Keys album I got.
Right.
So and ironically, No One got like most of the awards and shit.
Hmm.
I'm just like, okay, well, all right.
And
But
then
then
that was like around the time she started to see Swizz Beats.
you said what?
That was like around the time she started messing with Swizz.
Yeah, I just that. Wait, I thought it was around an Element of Freedom.
Nah, because when No One came out, well at least I heard the rumors that she was messing with Swizz when that album came out.
Oh wow. Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, man. So she actually got into some controversy that time too because she did an interview about gangster rap, and she pretty much said how, and I quote, gangster rap was a ploy to convince black people to kill each other. Gangster rap didn't exist and stuff. And pretty much she said that Tupac and Biggie were assassinated by the government which it caused like some people like to really. I think 50 Cent even said some shit about Alicia Keys too. So
Oh boy.
that happened back in '07. Then fast forward to 2009. She pretty much dropped the Element of Freedom album, which this came off after the huge success of the Empire State of Mind track with Jay-Z. Element of Freedom. This was a good album. It wasn't really touching the first three in my personal opinion, but it had some heat though. Like Unthinkable, I'm Ready. Again, another big track. Put It in a Love Song. She did the part 2 of Empire State of Mind and shit like that.
Try Sleeping with a Broken Heart. That was my joint.
Yeah, doesn't mean anything. This whole album was pretty fire. Yeah. Shit. So pretty much that whole came out, and then so that's when it came out that she was having Swiss Beats Baby after the whole Swiss Beats cheating on her on what was his old girlfriend name? Shonda. Yeah, man. Crazy interesting, but then fast forward to 2012, she dropped the Girl on Fire album, which again another song I got tired of after a while. Girl on Fire. He's just a girl and she's on fire. I got tired. That was another track I got tired of. But it did have that. It was alright.
Yeah.
I like that track with Maxwell. That was my. So man, and she started like doing like a lot more business ventures and shit like that on the time. Started appearing on The Voice and shit. Then she dropped I know she dropped another album back in 2016 called the Hero album.
That was a good one too.
That was very good.
Yeah.
And shit, that was kind of slept on if you ask me.
Yeah, that was slept on.
That was very slept on. It had like a boom bap-ish kind of production to it for the most part and shit. So yeah, man. And then that's when she started hosting the Grammys, and she dropped the next album, Alicia, in 2020, excuse me, which I've never heard the Alicia album. Yeah. I never heard. I heard a lot of people say it was okay for the most part. And so, then the pandemic hit, and she pretty much said that she kind of felt like during the time of the pandemic, she said she had most like writer's block around this time, and then she was also working on a skincare line and stuff like that too. Which I've heard about that too.
Right.
And then next thing you know, it came out of nowhere that hey, I'm gonna drop a double album. So pretty much when she came out, when she came out saying that she was going to drop a double album, a lot of people were kind of like worried, saying, "Why now in the career?" It's me. I said that too. And so next thing you know, she dropped this album, and originally I really was not even going to listen to it right away.
Right.
But then everyone kept saying, everyone kept giving the 2 cents to it. So I was jamming towards the album, and I just had to tell Troy, I think we should talk about this album. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides, it's an R&B. It's the R&B double album that pretty much we talked about an R&B double album.
I'm trying to think of the last double album we talked about on here.
Speaker Box, Love Below.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forget.
Well, technically, 2 albums marketed it as a double album.
Right, it's a double album, right?
Yeah. But this is the album cover right here. She's in like an all blue and stuff like that. Pretty classy album cover.
Yeah, it's good.
Eric said the Girl on Fire song should have been for Rihanna.
Rihanna could have did that.
She could have did that, but I feel like if it was for Rihanna, like, it would have like more of a rock edge to it too. So True.
No, but we did that for my channel, Sam. I'm talking about like on Reg's channel. I don't know, like besides the Outkast double album. I don't know what's the last double album we discussed on here.
Damn, what is the last double album?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, because like I said, I know I've done All Eyes on Me and Life of the Dead solo.
Right.
Fuck yeah, I'm not trying to think right now, man. I'm trying to just do this. We gotta talk about double album
Right.
anyways.
Right.
All right, so this album is split up into two albums.
Oh, it was History. I think History was the last one.
Right. Well, technically, that was a single album. We only talked
Right.
about
Right. Yeah. All the War was on my
Shit.
channel. I'm talking about on Reg's channel. It's been. I don't think we ever did one. This might be the first one.
Well, you said Art of War was on your channel?
Yeah, that was on my channel. All the War and Diplomatic Community.
God damn. Okay.
That was last.
Oh,
All the War was last summer, and then Diplomatic Community was like March.
Tupac's Are You Still Down? That was the last double album.
That's right. That's the no, the Tyrese joint. Wasn't the Tyrese one double album?
Oh damn! I wanted to forget about that one.
So,
But yeah, that was the last. Well, R&B rap, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. The last rap one was Tupac's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we got 26 songs to talk about and shit. And the way she split this album up, she called the first one album Originals, which is like the classic side, the jazzy side. Then Unlocked is like the more up tempo, experimental vibe and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, so I was kind of debating on how I was going to do this review because since we want to talk about a double album, I was thinking about just talking about both the original. Well, if it comes to the point we have to talk about both the original and
right,
we talk about both of them at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that make more sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that way it won't have to be confused with one another. Cause I don't want to repeat what I said about Best of Me and shit like that. Because when I first heard, I was like, why does she have this like this? Because my dumb self was playing this album on fucking shuffle,
right,
on Spotify, and I heard the Nat King Cole version with Lil Wayne first,
right,
and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this shit hot. So I want to hear the song again, and it was like a very. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, and so I was like, oh wow.
It's basically like a new album, and then she has the remix album along with it. So it's like a double album with the originals, and then the unlocked versions were like most of the songs from disc one is like a different version, but she has some new songs on disc two as well. That's not on disc one.
Yeah, I definitely hear you about that. So, all right, so that's how we're just gonna do. We're just gonna do it like that. Okay. So track number one we got is Plentiful featuring Pusha T. Ironically, Swiss Beats. Well, it says he did some additional production.
What did he do?
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now.
This is basically the Beanie Siegel instrumental. So what did he didn't produce that for Beanie Siegel?
Okay.
So what did he do?
Pretty much Alicia Keys did not produce the whole album. There's some guest production here too. So thank you, Wikipedia. All right. So Plentiful, this one was produced by both husband and wife, Alicia and Swiss Beats. I don't know what he did on this one.
I don't know what he did because the original beat didn't Kanye do that for Beans? The truth.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye did do the truth.
Right. So what did Swiss add? He didn't add no horns or no orchestra arrangements or nothing. She's just basically singing over the truth instrumental.
Right. But yeah. Pretty much Push T just started off and stuff like that, talking about how the devil is over here preying on the weaknesses of all and stuff like that. Ironically, he said, and I quote, had to tell the truth on this beat, like Beanie Siegel, though push and shit like that. So, just keep shouting out Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Then Alicia Keys comes out talking about how, God is plentiful and shit like that. And how God is the more powerful human being. God is God. Pretty much, just giving her ode to God and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, Nice way to start off this whole album, in my opinion.
This was dope. This is one of the dopest tracks just to begin the album. You know what I'm saying? Like to have a I never heard nobody sing over the Beans instrumental. You know what I'm saying? And I never would have like imagined Alicia Keys singing over that beat. But I've always loved that Beans track, and Pusha killed it. And he said the devil's always preying on the weaker souls. All that we can know, it was all good just a week ago. Product carry-ons off the Mykonos. Like his whole flow on that whole track was fire. And this is like almost like a gospel joint. Like Alicia's like praising God, and talking about how God was plentiful in her life. And that's she always had faith in her king. And this was like a gospel type of joint from Alicia, and it was great. Definitely love this record.
Yeah, definitely love this record indeed. All right, now we're gonna talk about Skydive, both the originals and the unlocked version. Personally, when it comes to Skydive, I kind of like the unlocked version a bit more, just for more for that fucking beat. The original was good. It sounds
Mhm.
a bit like Unthinkable. I'm ready. I got sort of those vibes when I listened to that track
Right.
and stuff like that. Yeah, man, just pretty much just talking about taking the love to the next level, and using skydiving
Yeah.
as a metaphor and stuff like that. Pretty dope track in my opinion. Love this track, but at the same time, the unlocked version was fire.
I like both versions. I think, but the first one had a dope beat. Really nice bass line, and the pianos on that, and the unlocked version. It was more of a '90s hip hop soul track. You know what I'm saying? Like with the horns, and had like that
Hmm.
'90s R&B beat. Like I could hear Mary J over that beat. So when I heard it, it was like I thought of like Mary J and TLC, SWV over that type of beat. So I love both versions. I think both versions were good. You know, and she basically is like a one of those uplifting joints. She's talking about if we all fall down, we got to get up, and I loved it.
Definitely. Track number three, "Best of Me." Um, that was like one of the first songs I was dropped from this album and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Love this fucking track. It uses a Sade sample,
Cherish the day.
and yes,
Hmm.
uses that to perfection, in my opinion, stuff like that. Which version? I think I kind of like the original's version a bit more
Hmm.
on this one and stuff like that. Just the whole her piano playing was very skilled on this version and stuff like that. So I would definitely give the nod to that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fuck with it.
Again, I like both versions. The unlocked version, the beat is a little bit different. It might have like some heavier hi hats on it, but I think both versions were good. I've always loved "Cherish the Day" from Sade. I think that's a classic record from her, and this was another bang. Definitely enjoyed this one.
Yes, enjoy this one too. All right, next one we're going to talk about "Dead End Road." Another enjoyable track right here. Pretty much, this is probably fa- my second favorite track on the originals version and stuff. So pretty hot joint. I think what I got from Dead End Road was just much like where do we go from here when it comes to like a relationship
Right.
and whatnot. That's what I got from it. I don't pretty much know what she was really saying really, but that's pretty much what I got from it. So um, I like the line when she's hot as hell up in the cold. Loneliness is sleeping in my room. Love is empty on the plate. Love those lines and stuff. So very dope.
Yeah, for the original version was great. It was real. It was like a real stripped down track. There's no beat, but the bass line comes in when she's like singing the chorus, and she's saying when you feel like you're living all day with no hope, you just gotta try. And I love that version. The unlocked version, she sped up the beat, and you still have like the bass line on it, but I still prefer the original one. I think the original one like the whole tone and the mood, it fits that song compared to the more faster version.
Yeah, I definitely hear what you say about that, like the sped up tone about that. I definitely hear that. Now we're gonna go into Is It Insane? Now this is my favorite track on the originals version. The unlocked version was cool. I'm not gonna lie, but the original version was what shine.
Right.
And I just found out that this was originally recorded during the Diary of Alicia Keys sessions. When I
Oh
looked
wow.
up,
So she did all these years?
yeah,
Wow.
interesting. And I
That's
guess they
crazy.
reworked it and stuff like that. Very dope track. Very jazzy. Um, just pretty much, Alicia at her most vulnerable vocally. Probably the best track off this whole project, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Love the line when she says, "Now I cry like I'm your widow. Without you, I can't sustain. This is my soul, the last refrain, and you're the one that I blame and shit." Definitely love this track. Um, I prefer the original version over the unlocked. Just gonna be real.
Right. Yeah, like again, this is like when you have two different versions. The original version, it was more jazzy, it had like a more Frank Sinatra esque type of vibe to it. It was more, it had like the pianos, real jazzy ballad. She had like it sounded like she was like singing in front of with a jazz band. And then when you get to the unlocked version, it's like the hip hop mix. It had a nice beat. You got some DJ scratching on it, the bass line. So it basically comes down to for the listener, which version do you prefer? Like, if you love the slowed down, stripped down version, and if you prefer Alicia Keys over that type of production, then you're gonna love the original one. If you love the hip hop, more danceable version, then you're gonna love the unlocked version. So I think it all comes down to the listener and what version they prefer for a lot of these songs.
Right, because I did not know she originally recorded this for Diary of Felicia Keys and stuff.
Yeah,
That
but
and it kind
and
of
I was gonna say I think it would fit on there too.
yeah, it kind of not surprising because the jazziness of those earlier albums too
Right, right,
look through me. So definitely fuck with this joint.
yeah,
Okay, now we are going to get into Billions. Um, very good joint as well too. Just pretty much a feel good track. Just talk about how your love is one in a billion and whatnot. I like this joint. I kind of prefer the one on the unlocked version more. Again, it was
right.
more experimental beat and stuff, so I fuck with it.
See, I didn't like the unlocked version. I felt like it had like an EDM dance vibe to it. I'm like, it don't fit what she's singing about on this one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is more like of a love song, and like the original, it had like a 808 beat to it. It was real melodic. The way that she was singing the chorus, it was almost like in a trappy type of style. Like singing about like she's one in a million. I mean, one in a billion. You're one in a billion. We all are one in a billion. And I don't feel like the EDM beat fit when you hear the original and then you go to the unlocked version. I don't feel like the EDM beat fit that song, but I prefer the original one. I think it was one of her best records on this album.
Yeah, I definitely hear your point on that. What's good,
BJ, what's
BJ?
good? He said he didn't hear. You got to hear this album, BJ.
Shit. Next song is "Love When You Call My Name." This track was okay. I didn't really care for this track too much and stuff like that.
Mm.
Excuse me. If I prefer the one, I would probably prefer the originals over the unlocked, but it's decent.
The she's when she's singing about Swiss beats on here. You could clearly tell she's talking about Swiss. I loved it. I think it was like a real sexy type of track. It's another one of those like stripped down instrumental tracks. No, there's no beat. It's just piano and a bass line, and she's singing over that. And I liked it. The remix, it was more adult pop contemporary. It had a different type of feel from the original one. The unlocked version was more. I think it was more commercial. It was like a more commercial mix to that one. But I think it's like another great record on here.
Definitely, definitely. All right. Next track is gonna be Only You. Now this is another slow, sexy track right here.
Right.
Very smooth, very melodic. The unlocked version again had like a more hip hop, like nightclub kind of feel to it, which again
Right.
that version was good too. I'm not gonna lie, but
Hmm.
I kind of prefer the smoother version in my opinion.
Right. Again, it's gonna come down to the listener's ears and what you prefer. You know what I'm saying? So with the unlocked version, it had like the club up tempo dance mix, and then the original one you got it was more stripped down. You got the pianos, the bass line. She added some guitars to it. The beat comes in like at the end of the track, but so for the most part it's just like there's no beat, and then the beat comes in like the last minute. I love the original one. The unlocked one was good, but it all depends on what version you like the best. And I think that's what she was aiming for with this album, and like trying to give the listener a
Right.
um different flavors for a lot of the songs on here.
Yeah, I definitely hear your point about that, and I feel like the idea itself is kind of unique. It's
Yeah,
very unique
it,
too.
it's unique, but it's like when you look at the concept, it's a concept that Mariah Carey could have did this with a lot of her albums in the '90s, because she had like a whole remix album, and a lot of the remixes were like better than the original mixes for her songs. With
Yeah, I
Mary J.
definitely,
Did this thing.
I definitely hear your point about that. True. So do you feel like it kind of falls into like the '90s nostalgia too, in a weird way,
Yeah, yeah,
or
because like when you look at the song we was talking about, the song Skydive, like Skydive, I love the original mix, and then
Mhm.
like with the unlocked version, that's like a '90s R&B remix. Like I can easily hear like Mary J, like I said, Mary J, or Total or SWV on that mix. So I mean, like I used to say that like when Mariah was coming out with a lot of those remixes for like Honey or Fantasy, or what I'm saying, or My All. I felt like a lot of remixes were better than the original, but I see why she did it, because it was like at that time, you put the original version on your album, and then the record labels would come out with the remix on the CD single or cassette single. That would force the buyer to buy that remix if you wanted it, and then they end up
Right.
having a remix album anyway. So it's a concept that Mariah or Mary J could have did for a lot of those remixes, back in the '90s.
Yeah, interesting point. Interesting. All right. So we are gonna be at Daffodils. Again, another okay track and whatnot. Even though the originals version, I prefer that,
Mhm.
just because I prefer that more jazzier tone of the song, though. But it was decent.
That This is a beautiful song. Like she's like singing about the springtime, and like the bird, you got like birds chirping in the background, and it's real melodic. Another like stripped down track, and you just got like the pianos playing like nice background vocals, and she's saying growing up slowly over the hills, winter is over, here come the daffodils. So it's like one of those songs that put you in the mood for spring, when you're like tired of the winter, and you got the winter blues, and all you, depending on where you live, all you've been getting is snow the whole winter, and then you look forward to like end of March, early April, and the springtime, the leaves growing on the trees, and it's one of those songs, and she has that type of sound in on the song, like having the birds chirping and the winds blowing, so it has that springtime feel to it, and I thought the original one was great. I don't like the the unlocked version, I think it goes away from the concept of the song. So I
Yeah,
don't really feel like Daffodils needed like an unlocked version. I feel like she was better off with just the original one.
yeah, I agree on that one. Alright, now we're gonna get into old memories. This was again another beautiful track in my opinion. She was definitely on her reminiscing, about better times, especially with her love and stuff like that. This one I kind of preferred both versions. I'm not even gonna front, so
Really?
I felt this was a solid joint. Yeah,
Yeah. It was it. I like the first one. I think that was better. Um, it has a nice beat, nice pianos. It has like a vintage Motown, like '60s doo-wop ballad type of feel to it. Very old, very vintage type of sound to it. And she's saying, old photographs never fade away. They're just frozen there in time. Often pretty picture frames. Um, for the unlocked version, again, like she sped up the beat. It was more like dance, more of a dance track. You could go either way with this. Cause I know like Mariah when she had was it the goodbye song, bye 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 or whatever, and she had like
yeah,
that original one was like a ballad, and then for the remix it had like a sped up beat to it. So I think you go either way with this track, but I prefer the original one. But the sped up version was good. I mean, if you want to dance to that one instead of like slow dancing to the original, I think that one is like both mixes are good for that one.
definitely. I definitely hear your point about that. Next track, Nat King Cole. Man, the version with Lil Wayne is probably overall my favorite track of this whole project. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
The original version was good. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like that unlocked version, especially with how Wayne started it off and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, definitely give me like Carter 3 vibes, like let the beat build
Yeah.
vibes and shit like that. This hold on, let me pull up the lyrics right quick, cause
Something.
hold on.
Wayne Weezy still got it lyrically.
This nigga says
Yeah.
so unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for, more intellectual, more than electro, going like Edison. I'm more than ahead of him. I'm over the head of him, more than a spectacle. I could do more than record because I'm loaded with deadly. He was
You sound
going
like him
in on
too.
that.
You sound like him. That's your little Wayne voice.
Yeah.
Yo.
Shit, this nigga was going in. But yeah, this version was my favorite track of this whole album. And like I said, this was the second song I heard off this
From
whole
from her
project.
album.
Yeah, because my stupid Spotify want to go on shuffle and shit like that. I'm like, ugh.
Right.
Cause when I want to hear a new album, I want to hear that shit sequence and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't want to. I hate when they want to shuffle around. I was like, come on, man.
Right.
So I thought, oh my god, it's just damn Alicia. Okay,
Right.
Alicia going in and shit. But yeah, the originals was good too. It kind of reminds me of when R. Kelly did Ignition.
Right.
The original version of Ignition had like the more
Mm.
mature grown, but then the remix was more for the hood rats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Well, that's the remix is the one he tried to get Obama to make the new national anthem or some
wait,
shit like
what?
that. Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Nah.
He had a petition to get the Ignition remix the new national anthem.
No wonder he's in prison.
When
Let me stop.
when Obama this is back when Obama was in office.
Well, I never
Yeah.
heard that. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. That he wanted the Star Spangled Banner to be gone, and they make the Ignition remix the new
So
anthem.
no, no. I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Not the world's greatest. This nigga wants
Nope.
ignition.
Ignition the
Are you
remix.
kidding?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? No wonder
Yeah.
why he's in prison. No wonder.
Well, I mean, I do like the remix more than the original one, but again, R. Kelly was great at doing. He's to me was the best at remixes. You know, outside of like the Bad Boy shit and the So Def stuff. I think R. Kelly has many great remixes, and he's another artist that has a whole remix album full of like remixes for like a lot of his hit songs. You
Yeah,
know?
like I like Ignition and I like the remix, but I'm just like, really, nigga?
Yeah,
Really? Out of
that's
all of
what
your songs?
that's the beat. That's the song that he chose to be the national anthem.
Unbelievable. Wow.
You know?
Sometimes I underestimate how much fans love that song and
Yeah.
shit, you know? Can I hear?
I
Hell, I'm
mean,
even listening to it right now and shit. So
I think I feel like it garnered more respect when that was going on. 'Cause, I mean, when it came out, it was a hit, but the fan affection for it now is totally different than when it came out. Back in the 2000s.
it's the remix to Ignition,
You know what I
Mama,
mean?
Fresh Out there. It's kind of catchy though. It's
It
catchy
is.
as hell though.
And it is a catchy song. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of his remixes were like that. You remember the choruses or the beat, like Down Low remix. That to me is better than the original one. I love the remix with
I,
Ron Isley.
I, I don't know about all
You know,
that, but
like
I love the
you like the
remix, but
I love the remix. Bump and Grind remix was great.
I hated
I
that
love that one. You
remix.
didn't like that one, I know. I like that remix for that. There's a lot of remixes he did that was great. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
that's the song that he chose, and of course Obama ignored him. But I'm like, why that song out of all the other songs he has?
yeah, I'm kind of glad Obama didn't do it though, low key.
He wasn't doing that. Obama was not doing that. You know. This is like the one song on this album that I actually like the unlocked version more than the original because, like again, like it all depends on the version you want to hear. Like the original one, I think she paid homage to Nat King Cole, and he's a legend. And it was more the original one was more jazzy, had pianos, and she sang it like she was a jazz singer.
Hmm.
But the remix is like a whole different track. Having Weezy on it, it's a different beat. And I think Weezy still got it. Like Weezy ain't got to drop another album, but he still got the bars. Like he even mentioned Obama in his bars. He said they'll never forget me like Obama. They'll never forget me like all timers. In memory lane, they all drivers. And Little Wayne and all timer. I loved it. I think his verse was dope, and I don't remember Weezy ever collaborating with Alicia Keys, so this was a dope track.
For real. All right. Now we're gonna get into Paper Flowers. Now this is like the first non-double track off this album, featuring Brandy Carly. Or I don't even Khalil. I don't even know if I'm
Yeah,
saying the name right.
yeah, you said no.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Pretty cool track. You know what I'm saying? Nice little slow track right here, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I liked it.
Yeah, this was cool. This was a different type of sounding track that maybe she could release as a single. Something that she has many different sounds coming from both of these albums. So I think this is like one of those potential singles in the future that she could release.
True. Now we're gonna get into Like Water. Again, another solid track right here. Vocally, Alicia Keys excelling here and whatnot. So I like it. Oh, shit. What?
This was a good song. Definitely enjoyed this one. It's a one of those real slow tracks. She is just singing her and the piano just singing, and it's she's saying it's like and if there was a drought hits tonight, do not fear because you and I we're a part of each other. We are like water, made to survive, and it's like one of those like love songs, but I like the concept. I understand the concept of if there was no water tonight and there was a drought, we are made to survive with each other, and I get it. Like I definitely enjoyed the song.
Definitely. I hear what you're saying. Alright, so if you go into the unlock, there's really only two songs left to talk about. La La. Alright, so this one kind of has a story with it. This features Sway Lee of Ray Shrimmered. Um, so allegedly, this track was allegedly about Lala Anthony because there's
Supposedly.
supposedly, yeah, because
Supposedly.
there was rumors that Swizz and Lala had an entanglement or whatever. Um,
Oh man.
I I love the sample. Y'all know they sampled that Tyrone Davis in the Mood track.
Right.
If y'all know about that sample,
MC8.
Beat Nuts, Beat Nuts. You said
Mm-hmm.
MC8, yep.
Yeah. MC8. Yeah.
Classic. Next Friday
Mm-hmm.
when Sugar was fell asleep on Craig.
Right.
Um, yeah, man, that song got niggas in trouble. That's all I gotta say. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this one was a very dope track. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track. I love it's a songwriter that really gets to me on this
Right.
track. No,
Right.
when she says, what motherfucker say? Listen, healthy indecision. Trying to fight it would be so ridiculous. I'm ready when you're ready. Someone watching would be so jealous and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could have done without Sway Lee's ad lib. I'm not even gonna lie. I have nothing. I know that's pretty much like Ray Shrimmett's
Right.
Steve. Which I have nothing against Ray Shrimmer like that, but for this track, I could have done without those. If he wanted to have a verse, I would have accepted that than the ad libs and shit because
Does,
like
does, does he
it gives me
rhyme?
huh?
Does he rhyme?
They kind of do like yeah like
I mean,
they did that
I
song.
was never a fan of Ray Sherman, so that's all. And I've heard him on other songs. I'm like, when we discussed, remember we discussed the Trip album, uh, Janae Akko, he was on that Sativa song. I'm like, does he rhyme or does he just ad lib?
He rhymes though.
Okay.
It's like they have their own style. I'm just gonna say that like. I remember when they first came out though, everybody was on that.
Yeah, they because
I I ain't
I
got
had
no.
I have teenage cousins that was into them and shit.
They
You
had
know.
them little them Travis Scott ad libs.
Yeah.
It's lit.
And one of the what's the other what's his partner name?
Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on.
I know it's Sway Lee. The other dude said he wanted to again. This is back when Obama was in office. His partner wanted to date Obama's daughter, and that was on TMZ.
His name is Slim Jimmy, I think. Yeah.
Slim Jimmy. Yeah, Slim Jimmy wanted to date Obama's daughter,
Oh wow.
and Obama said hell no.
It's lit.
You know, I don't feel like I don't see where this song is about Lala at, and I've seen like people on YouTube post up about it when the album came out, and the whole thing with Lala and Swiss Beats, and I think they're reaching. I don't hear nothing on this song
Yeah.
that's about Lala.
Me
You know what I'm
neither.
saying? The one thing that Alicia Keys sang on here was something about feelings get lost in a Lala. And then Sway said, "Skin like whiskey, she's cold like on the rocks." That's it. I don't hear no. It's not a diss track to Lala. I don't hear nothing on here that's about Lala.
Right.
I think a lot of these people are reaching and they're trying to create like some type of fake beef with them, which is whack. As far as the song, if anybody don't know the sample we talking about, go back and listen to MC8 All for the Money. That's basically the beat that they're rhyming on, that Alicia Keys is singing on. Beating Us used it for Lick the Pussy on the Street Level
Yes.
album, classic album. That's basically
Yes.
what the beat that she's singing on. So I enjoyed the track. I think it was dope. Uh, I don't think it needed Sway Lee. Again, I don't know what the hell he does because he's not rhyming to me on here. I think he was. I think he was on the Janae Akko song. He was ad libbing too.
Well,
You
see,
know.
with the Janae Aiko song, it fits. It fits on that because he was really going on the flow, and Janae Aiko contrasted him with that softer tone. So I can respect that.
I think it's a good song without him. That's just me. Again, I like if she wants to promote this album and create fake drama with Lala. I don't think she needs to do that at this point. This is Alicia Keys. Like I said, she's one of the best artists of the last 20 years in R&B. I don't think she needs to create a fake beef with Lala to sell records. I think that's whack. And without the fake drama, it still would be a dope ass track. So that's just my opinion on it.
I hear your point about that. All right, and the last track on this album, "Come for Me" featuring Khalid and Lucky Day. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say something. I know everyone talks about Lucky Day, but I've never heard a Lucky Day song
He's
or
dope.
album.
He's dope.
He's dope.
Yeah. Check the Tiny Desk performance he did with Raphael Sadiq last year.
Okay,
He did a whole performance with Tiny Desk. You know, the Tiny Desk live shows. And I heard his first album. His first album was great. He's definitely a dope singer.
okay, yeah. Because like I said, I know everyone craves him, and I've heard him sing it. No. Listen.
Uh,
Like I know everyone like craves him, and he's a good singer. I just like never listened
right,
to him in depth, so
right.
that's why I was looking for some recommendations.
Yeah, he's dope. Definitely a good singer.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Khalid though. He's a good
Yeah.
artist
I have his
and shit
first
like that.
album. His first album was dope too.
Yeah, that
Khalid.
was a good album.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a good song. And Alicia, she collaborated with Khalid, I believe, on the last album, the Alicia album.
Yeah,
That's the only one I haven't heard. I gotta hear that one. But this was a nice collab. It has like that contemporary R&B sound and it's real melodic. And I think for the chorus, I think the chorus they should have had the chorus like sing the chorus towards the end of the song instead of just letting the beat play out. But other than that, I think it was a great song.
yeah, I hear you on that. So overall, hmm,
And you forgot one more. The
I did.
the keys outro.
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna say that much about it. It was a pretty solid outro, you know.
Right.
I wasn't gonna say too much about it, but
Yeah.
you had anything to say on
Yeah,
that?
I mean it was like basically got outro and she's like playing piano and it was cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this is a good album. It's a pretty good album. You know, I feel like Alicia definitely came back strong. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me not say like I haven't heard the Alicia album, but I definitely feel like this album definitely showed a mixture between vintage Alicia and Alicia adapting to the times too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love a lot of the songs, but I'm not gonna lie, certain songs probably didn't really need to be unlocked. No pun intended
Right.
and shit. So, but at the same time, I kind of got why she did it because, like you said, it kind of gives that vibe of like a vintage remix album, like what's the 411 remix or whatever and shit like that. So, I'll give this 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good album. The production on a lot of the songs is she has like a real, stripped down, it's really sparse type of track and not a lot of instruments on it, just Alicia and her piano. And then, there's some songs where you got like the dope beat on there and there's different sounds on it. You got like a lot of, we got some jazz on here, some adult contemporary, some pop tracks, some R&B tracks, some hip hop. I'm with you. I don't feel like a lot of the songs needed the unlocked version, but some it worked well. Some songs, and like it all depends on the listener. Like, if you prefer the more stripped down version of Alicia, then you're gonna love, a lot of the songs on here. If you want the more upbeat dance tracks from her, you're gonna love those versions. So she gave you an alternative for a lot of the songs on here, for most of the songs, and her singing was great, and I liked a lot of the songs on here. Skydive and Plentiful, Billions, Old Memories, Come For Me, Nat King Cole, When You Call My Name, La La. I think all of those were great songs. I think it's a great album. I'm giving it 4 mics. To me, like again, I've never heard a whack Alicia Keys album. I think all of her albums were good. She has a solid discography, and I think this is another one to that discography. So she needs to release
Definitely.
this on physical though. It's not on physical.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the physical too on that
Yeah.
one. All right, Eric, you want to come on? Yeah, you can come on for a little bit. I'm gonna stay on probably to about 12:50.
I don't know what Moon Flower is talking about. What rap style? I'm not a rapper. What are you talking about?
I sent it, Eric.
You gotta ask Reg that. He's an artist. How do you
You said
develop your own rap style, Reg?
shit. I just
He
I
don't
just
even
really
know.
just I just write a lot. I mostly just write a lot, and I just yeah, I can't really. I mostly just do a lot of writing and just rhyme like you're doing like a poet. That's poem. That's pretty much what I do. But it's a lot to go with.
The 2020 Alicia album I haven't heard yet. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like that one. I've liked all her albums. Yeah, I don't care for them. It's good.
What's good?
What's up, yo? What's up?
Chilling.
By the way, try you ready for that surprise, right?
The surprise? Did you tell me? Well, it's not a surprise if you told me.
No, not. I meant when I mentioned that you were surprised with what I'm going to get you, right?
Yes, I was. So what about the other thing? You didn't tell me about that one.
Oh, hold on. Let me find that.
2020 week or 'tis the season to be fresh. Uh, I like both of them actually.
What's up, Ronnie?
Okay, Wednesday is a
I
is
think
a
the,
the TV battle. Okay,
I think the last Alicia Keys album I listened to was the 2007 one. I ain't listened to nothing else after that.
what's that? Which one
Which
is
I
that?
gotta go back. I gotta go back and listen to the I Am Alicia Keys album.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good album. Oh wow, Reg got a whole slate of stuff before the end of the year, yo.
I gotta look
Yeah, I
through.
did too.
Huh?
I gotta look through my messages. Hold on.
Okay. So okay. So the last one for the year is on Thursday.
Yeah, last
Okay.
review,
Okay. Are we
and then
like recording that, or is that going live? We going live with that?
oh, that's gonna be live.
Okay.
You want me to reveal it?
It's up to you.
Uh,
I mean, it's the last one for it's on Thursday, right? The last one. And then
yeah.
Sunday we starting off with a bang. I like this one for Sunday. Now you talking. Two good albums. I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna save the LL double. We might pre-record that one. I'll
Please,
let you
please
know.
don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that one. Oh Lord. At least he's not ending off the year with that shit. Oh God.
Oh, it's coming Tuesday tomorrow.
Dude, I keep forgetting today's Monday. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
See, I
you
knew I knew
you
I
just quit, man. You thought it was Wednesday. I'm
I'm
like,
losing the day.
okay.
Man. I thought today was Tuesday.
see. I knew I texted that shit to you.
You texted me
But
the other
yeah,
one though. You texted me the other one. It wasn't the one for tomorrow.
yeah. The Chris Cross
Okay.
that one's coming on Tuesday because I remember as soon as I sent it out, I had the receipt and I texted you. It's
Okay.
coming on Tuesday and shit. So I'll get the other one tracking number when I get it and shit. But
What do you
yeah,
think
I'm
about
I'm
a
a,
good ass
I'm gonna
job? It
reveal
ain't
the
come
one.
out.
Yeah, that's unreleased, bro.
There's no album called Good Ass Job. It's not out. He changed it.
That nigga put out another album. He dropped his deluxe album today.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said he dropped another album. He dropped his deluxe version of Madonna.
Oh, Kanye. Kanye was supposed to come out with Good Ass Job. It never came out though. Or he changed the title or some shit.
Yeah, niggas got unreleased bootlegs because he shit
Yeah.
and this that.
Yeah. Beach Arms and Life. That was a great album.
But I don't know. I have a strong feeling I'm gonna get that one album I've been looking for a while and shit. I don't know what it is, but I have a strong ass feeling.
Right.
And you didn't get it. You just can't let no other motherfuckers beat you to it, you know.
Ronnie said worst album review. Oh, Ice Cube, man.
Yeah, that ice cream was funny as fuck.
No, no, not for me at least. What's the worst album
The
review we
MC
did this
Hammer was
year?
funny too, just off the cut, y'all that music video.
What's the worst album review we did this year?
Yeah, we did a lot of shit this year, man.
Yeah, I can't even remember most of it. I don't even know what it was.
Power the Dollar. That was great. That was a good album.
We
I'm
didn't
not a
even
big
do
fan.
shit.
I'm not a big fan of the Coupe final.
What was people's reaction to how the robber was like? Who the hell is 50 Cent and why is he dissing all these rappers in the song?
And nigga was hungry, man. He wanted to get up in the game and show what he
Right.
can do.
I think
See,
that was the best. Right.
niggas wouldn't do that these days. Like,
Right.
these days you can't subliminals and shit that you could have been, we arguing like strippers on the phone and stuff. See, back then you couldn't do that shit. If you were beefing with somebody, a nigga accepts you and handle it like a man.
Right. Yeah, I
Ronnie
agree.
said best. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying I think that was 50 Cent's way of like getting people's attention to who he is. Like let me make a diss song talking about I'm gonna rob these famous artists, and it got people to talk.
Yeah, especially when Jay-Z did some shit. Like, you just gave this nigga on free promotion.
Right. They can't hear you, Eric.
I was saying, especially when Jay-Z did some, like, he gave 50 free promotion. He took off like a rocket after that, you know.
King Mathers. That was supposed to be relapse and recovery. It was supposed to be a double album, and like he scrapped it at the last minute.
Yeah, he still probably got unreleased shit in the vault and stuff, just
Yeah,
like Diddy got
yeah. He
with
has
some Biggie and stuff.
a lot of unreleased songs. They saying your mic sounds muffled.
Yeah.
Now I got these headphones on and shit, so, you know, if I got shit on my laptop and stuff.
StreamYard has been bugging for everybody. For me, for Eric. I know other people on YouTube. If they mic been acting up on here, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard.
They Google Hangouts, and when the shit need to be resurrected.
It's crazy.
So you really can't wait for next week, huh, Troy?
Yeah, we get discussing 2 new albums at that, not old albums. The albums that came out this year. That's the way to start off the new year. I love it.
Okay.
And both of those albums are in my top 10 of this year. So if anybody asks me what was your top 10 rap albums this year, it's going to be both of those 2 in my top 10.
Shoot. I can't wait for the rock album we talked about too.
Which one is that?
No,
You didn't tell me. You didn't text me that one.
yes, I did.
Just now?
I literally just texted you the whole schedule. Check your messages.
Oh yes, you did. Okay, that's next week Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shit, I see a trashy album in here too. Oh my god. Wow.
Y'all just did a fucking review on it. Come on, man.
Nah, not King's Disease. It's not King's Disease. It's another one.
Oh, it's definitely not King's Disease.
No, not King's Disease. I don't like that one. I don't like both of them. Not King's Disease. Not that one.
Oh, I gotta show y'all something. Hold on.
Right?
Yeah, that's coming next year. They doing that.
Now just coming back, man. Like the Glock, he just sent bullets. They just be like, come on, man.
Oh, Zap. Which one? What Zap is that?
Oh, it's Roger's solo
Roger
album. The
Comment.
saga continues.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, they gotta tell you something. Look,
Sly
Ooh.
Stone. Sly looking like a pimp on that.
yeah, he looking fly tail like he could have been a pimp in a 50 fly movie.
Oh, they're making a King's Disease Part 3. They
Yeah,
just they
that's coming out next year. Cause he put that on Twitter. That's coming out next year.
you can't wait for that one, huh, try?
I don't care what
Oh,
album.
his
I
violence
like
come
Magic
out in
though.
the.
Give me Magic. Give me a Magic Part 2.
Yeah, I gotta
I'm gonna say
listen to more of the other album.
I'm gonna say my thoughts on that one. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Yo, this is
Rap
Try's favorite
about
group, y'all.
Who's that? Oh Lord.
Who is that?
Man.
Metallica.
Okay, this is it.
Rap about what you know. Rap about your life and growing up.
Yeah, don't fake it, man. Just be you. You know,
Yeah.
you got a lot of fake niggas out here, man. There's gonna be another one of them.
Be
Just be that man.
creative. Be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like do some storytelling and shit. King Disease 4, he ain't come over part 3 yet.
Man, he's skipping shit like the Star Wars trilogy. You gotta wait, man.
Niggas might as well drop the
Nah,
whole King's Disease collection.
no. I will totally skip that.
I wouldn't
Unless
skip
it's
it,
good.
but
Unless
like,
I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Unless part 3 is good, but the first two I don't care for at all.
the first two probably, man.
Nah, I
I
don't like them.
I brought that.
I think Magic is better than both of those albums. There's some songs on there like Death Row East was good, and I like Ultra Black and the Firm collaboration, the Lauryn Hill collaboration. But as a whole, I don't like both of those albums to me. And I agree with what Vinyl is saying. Like a lot of these kids are saying it's classic. I'm like, that's because y'all didn't grow up with Illmatic. Y'all grew up on, Life is Good Nas. You didn't grow up on Illmatic Nas.
They
You
wait for
know?
5 minutes for a fucking album to come out. Oh, it's a classic. The album ain't been out for 5 minutes. Oh, it's a classic, man. Like, at least give it a
That
couple years,
that's how
motherfucker.
they
At least a
that's how
couple
they
months.
take in music. They take in music differently from us.
You niggas be fast food
You know what I
listeners,
mean?
man. Y'all don't really go back and listen to music and stuff. Like, y'all don't even give it a chance to digest. Y'all just eat the shit, you know?
Eminem needs to work with different producers, like good producers, not some, like Alchemist. Alchemist was his DJ on the Family Values tour. He never worked with Alchemist like that. You know,
I still go back and listen to some of the production he did for these other artists and stuff. I'm like, this shit really sounds good. Like, niggas don't be really giving this dude stuff as a producer.
I don't know.
I don't think Eminem is scared to work with
He
after
ain't
the
scared.
DJ can.
He not scared at all. He could make a phone call to Alchemist right now. He not scared to work with Alchemist.
Eminem, throw a couple M's at him, he'll do it.
What y'all talking about?
Eminem, you feel like Eminem is scared to work with Alchemist? I don't see that.
No.
Never.
They just steady coming out with documents. They got a Suge Knight document coming out, Janet Jackson coming out.
Who the hell is Lone Digger? I don't know who you talking about, Moonflower.
I know who Rod Digger is. I don't know who no Lon Digger is.
Nah, he's not scared to work with him. Come on, Alchemist did a track on that was it Music to Be Murdered By shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not scared to
What
work
you
with Alchemist. He's not
mean?
scared to work with nobody. He's just
I
that he
don't remember afterwards rapping before. And he's a producer. Like,
he's not scared to
now
work with
when you
Alchemist.
just sitting there, I don't know.
He can work with him if he
I
wanted to.
mean,
He just choose not to.
yeah. You just can't rush these dudes to work with people. Like, niggas just don't know how to just make other motherfuckers do and shit. Like, y'all put all these criticism on these dudes, but y'all ain't putting criticism on these garbage ass motherfuckers out there. Y'all just let them do whatever y'all want.
Right.
Y'all don't say nothing. Then when a motherfucker like me, Red, and Ty say something about it, y'all want to get mad and shit, get butt hurt.
So he can. He worked with Dr. Dre for one whole album. What are you talking about?
And he got
Most of those beats on Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers LP was all Dr. Dre.
y'all funny.
He can definitely work with one producer if he wanted to. His music is not where it used to be, but he can still rap his ass off.
You just rapping for a new generation. Like, motherfuckers can't be the same anymore. Do you see Jay-Z rapping about selling drugs anymore? But I don't hear y'all niggas saying something about that. Like, y'all don't say nothing about Jay-Z. He ain't hunting around two guns like he was on the streets watching these videos, but y'all ain't saying anything about Jay-Z. So when Nas not doing the same music no more, y'all want to criticize him, but he's still putting out good music though. So
Tim, I hear what
how
you're
y'all
saying,
gonna?
but all the like the biggest hits was all Dre. Guilty Conscience, that was Dre. You know what I'm saying? My Name Is, that's Dre. You know what I'm saying? The biggest hits, for the most part, Dr. Dre is responsible for. Even on Relapse, that was all Dr. Dre.
Yeah, we made it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Encore, that shitty album. Even Dre was on that shit.
Don't forget, crack a bottle, let your body
Yeah, Crack
waddle,
the Bottle. You
smack
know what I'm
like a
saying?
lot of bottle. You can...
Classic
Ooh,
album. We were supposed to do that discussion this year. We never did it. But yeah, like Dr. Dre is
yeah.
responsible for his success. That's mainly him. You know, you had Michael Elizondo and the Bass Brothers and shit, but Dr. Dre is at the forefront of that.
I need that fucking Bass Brothers cassette of him on the track back in the day. That Backstabber track, this shit fire as fuck.
Yo, Q, you gotta listen to that WC album.
Put the Tupac down. Go pick that album up. Get on Heisman. Dope ass album. One of his best.
Not put a
This
Tupac on.
fucking song, man. I ain't even played this shit, man. You never heard of Dub, see? You gotta listen to that West Side Connection and some of his earlier stuff.
What do I think about? I think those are classic songs by Keras One.
Say God.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know when that album is coming out. The Dirty P album.
Whenever he's free from power.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Havoc doing shit with everybody else. He might as well come out with that album already.
Q said Ice Cube need better production.
Yep.
I keep making that big free money, so that's kind of when you go back to making music.
Rhino said that song is creepy.
So was What was that MC Light song? 16, Too Young for What? That joint.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing about that song,
If the light was fine as fuck, now if he would have been, now if he would have been a dude, now he would have been a whole other situation.
right?
Can you imagine a dead rapper weapon over? What are you talking about, Q?
Yeah,
Y'all,
I
y'all be
don't
doing what you
understand
can. Y'all be
that.
sounding drunk in here, man.
I don't even know what half y'all be talking about.
I don't know. That's a Jay Z. That's all rumors, man. We don't know about that.
Yeah, you know how these kids be when they want some money or something. But if it is his kid, I think he can rekindle his relationship. But no telling how this shit gonna end.
Hmm. I've never seen that movie Clockwork Orange.
I tried to watch that on Netflix. That shit is like super weird, yo. You
It's
not watch
weird.
What's up, talking about?
Yeah. The Clockwork Orange. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, never heard of him. You know, I don't really
What?
fuck with Netflix like this.
What's about?
I don't know what the hell it's about. It's a bunch of naked motherfuckers in the movie and just like a lot of crazy shit going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want to see naked bitches. I watch them. He's on some weird shit. I'm trying to see how they exercise.
I mean, I think there's some truth to what the Jay Z thing because he actually was on a song called "Young Girl" with Pharrell. It's on Pharrell's solo album. But I mean, I don't know, man. I've heard that shit for years about Jay.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know about it because I don't listen to any for real.
Yeah, yeah. He did a song for Pharrell called "Young Girl," and they talk about sleeping with a underage chick.
So,
You know.
who knows, man?
Was
if he
Beyonce?
was a celebrity, he
No,
watching that, but
I
I'm
think
just gonna
Beyonce was grown when she was talking to Jay. Wasn't she like over 21 when she was talking to him?
Yeah, she was over
probably like 18.
21.
Yeah.
All
This
right, I'm
isn't
gonna.
like Russell Simmons and Kamora Lee. Like she was like 14, 15 when she was talking to him. You know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a night, y'all, because I'm about to actually. I had to get up early, watch my grandma. But this was a
All right.
fun ass review. Alicia Keys recent album. Hopefully that should drop some physical very soon. Wednesday is going to be the last battle of the bangers of the year. Everybody get out your TV sets. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know I'm winning. I'm coming with that heat.
Nah, nah, nigga,
Reg is not
nah,
ready.
nigga.
Yo, Sam, what's the record? What am I like 6-2? What's the record? I want to know.
Shit,
You know what I mean?
bah. All I'm gonna say is I don't just got television shows. I'm gonna come out with
Yeah.
you for that heat.
Yeah, that's good. I got
Shit.
some stuff, man. I got some stuff. It's gonna be great.
All right. Yeah, man. And then got my last review of the year is gonna be on Thursday. So get ready for that shit.
Great.
Um,
How you know
but
I'm
yeah,
winning? You
man.
ain't see the list yet. I said I'm
Yeah,
winning, but I
he,
don't know. Yeah.
you know, your list already. You don't get married.
Oh man,
But yeah, appreciate this try.
no doubt.
Appreciate this, Eric.
All right,
And
Eric.
Welcome.
I will
Right.
see y'all on Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
All right, peace out there.